Hey, I'm Mike Baccarell, and today we're going to take a look at a really simple shout chorus that Herb Ellis plays over at blues. Let's take a look. One of my favorite things about Herb Ellis' playing is his ability to take really simple ideas and turn them into something really cool and build them musically. And this is no exception. This comes from a recording of Naptown Blues off the record Hello Herbie, which I think is one of the greatest jazz records ever. It's the one that got me into jazz, officially, the one that sold me, like, okay, this is the music I want to study and play. And Herb's playing on this whole album is incredible. Oscar Peterson's playing is absolutely ridiculous throughout as well. The whole band is great. And I think it has one of the greatest album covers of all time. So the first thing to notice about this shout chorus is it's a call and response, as a lot of blues shout choruses tend to be. So there's the call, which is the octave, and the response is the chords. And so the octave throughout the call is F. So Naptown Blues is a blues in F. And so our call is the root note. And notice that throughout the shout chorus, it doesn't change. It's always F. No matter what the chord is, it's just still F. So he plays it over here. On the 10th fret on the third string, the first finger, and then pinky on the 13th fret of the first string. We're skipping the second string. So there's that. Okay, now the response part, the chords, is interesting. So what he starts with is on the first part, and it's always this shape. These 3 consecutive frets on 3 consecutive strings. That shape doesn't change. So what it is over F, so the first note, we have A with our first finger, E flat with our second finger, and A flat, or G sharp, with our third finger. So this is an F7 sharp 9. And then he moves it up a half step. And this, B flat, E, A, this is a C13. So we're going 1, 5, 1, 5. So whatever the chord of the moment is, he's playing the 1, and then he's going up a half step, that same shape, and it will end up being the 5. So we have F, C, F, C. And so he does that twice. Now for this next part, the chord is changed to B flat. This is where the 4 chord comes in on the blues. So it's still F, and he goes the same shape, but now he's playing A flat, D, G. This is a B flat 13. And takes it up a half step to F7 sharp 9. So it's again 1 of the moment, so B flat, and then the 5 of that, which is F. And then he goes up again, and this comes back to F. So far, here's what we have. Now for this next part, this is where we get to the 5 chord. So again, F, and then he goes C13, G7 sharp 9. So again, the 1 of the moment, and then it's 5. And then to finish it up, he goes back to F. So the whole shout chorus is like this. Now you notice that a jazz blues typically has a lot more changes than this. Usually 1, 4, 1, and then 2, 5 going to the 4. Maybe a sharp 4 diminished, but up to 1, and then a 2, 5 going to the 2, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5. Now in Herb's solo, when he's playing single notes, he's outlining all these changes, but for the shout chorus, he's only simplifying it down to whatever's the important chord of the moment. So it's either 1, 4, or 5. And when we do a shout chorus, it's something we can keep in mind, because when the chords are moving so much and we're playing all this busy stuff, what we're playing more so is a melody and some rhythms. We're not really trying to outline everything. We're just trying to create an atmosphere. And this is a really easy way to do it. So this is something you could easily move to all your different keys. Your octave will be the root of whatever key you're in for the blues. And then you go to your 1 chord, 5 chord, 1 chord. And that's your pattern for each chord you're playing over, whether it's 1, 4, or 5. So if I want to take this to another position, I could do... So here's, I'll stay in F, but... Now what am I doing there? I'm playing the 3rd and 7th of F. I'm like, got E flat and A. So it's my flat 7, my 3rd. And then I go up a half step. There's my C7 chord. There's my E and B flat, which is the 3rd and flat 7 of that. So I go... This is something you can easily take through all the different keys and find all kinds of different ways to play this pattern all through the guitar. And I think it's well worth spending time with, because this is a really easy thing you could throw into your solos as you're building and make something huge. And any good rhythm section you're playing with will grab on with you and play with you. Now, as far as the rhythm goes, what is the rhythm I'm playing here? So if we break it down slowly, what we have is... So that's 1 and the and of 2. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... And then the next note's on the and of 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. So as far as the chords go, we got the and of 4, the and of 1, and then 3, 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. So the whole thing would be like this. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and so forth. So I highly recommend you check out the record Hello Herbie. Herb plays some great stuff. Oscar Peterson plays great stuff. Ray Brown, Ed Thigpen, everyone plays really great on that record. But also check out the music of Count Basie and some of the big bands, because this is where this idea comes from. When you're hearing these shout choruses from players like Herb Ellis or Barney Kessel or Bruce Foreman, they're imitating big bands. And so the more of that material we have in our head, the more ideas we can have when we improvise. So thanks for checking out the lesson. Keep practicing. See you next time.